What's going on, YouTube world and YouTube tribe? Welcome back to LilBigMan Gaming, bringing you that semi-late review for Friday night Smackdown. Before we get into it, I'm not happy. I am not. As a wrestling fan and a person who does this on YouTube, I'm not happy. WWE just released some more people. While I wasn't planning on making like a whole video about it. Maybe I should, but so what I'm trying to get at, I didn't make a list, but they released some people that I don't like. They just had a quarterly earnings and profits are up, pun intended, from Street Profits, but I don't understand why they would release these superstars. But if you're not in the know, if you've been living under a rock, but you're a wrestling fan, they released Keith Lee. I'm just going off with the big names of this list. Keith Lee, Karrion Kross wife Scarlett, Mia Yim, Amber Moon. They released Frankie Monet. I think that the Grand Metalik and pretty much the rest of Lucha House Party, and some more people. Like I said, Nia Jax. That was the other person I was looking for. Nia Jax. Obviously, the big names in that it was Keith Lee, Karrion Kross, Scarlett, Mia Yim, Amber Moon, and Nia Jax. I don't understand it. I hate it. B-Fab, because I'm gonna talk about that, because she was sorely missed. But yeah, let me with that getting out the way, I just it's hard to be a WWE fan right now, because I was rooting for Karrion Kross and Keith Lee. I was rooting for them to bring Scarlett up and do something with Mia Yim. Like, when you do stuff like this, like, how can you're forcing us to watch the same, like for the women's division, you're forcing us to watch the same Charlotte and Becky, and eventually with Bayley returning, and Sasha. Like, we gotta watch all them all the time because you keep releasing people and you putting stuff. Look, they had to. That's why one of the reasons why they delayed WWE 2K22 to March is because they got to keep refining the roster, because the WWE keep releasing people. They even upset about the fact that y'all keep releasing people. All right, I ran on. Let me get to this. I don't know. I'm very upset. Smackdown started with Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns starts by saying last week your tribal chief wasn't at Smackdown, because when you smash someone, and I still think he's using a bad choice of words here, when you smash someone like Brock Lesnar, you got to celebrate. So I took a vacation, and I heard y'all grumbling and complaining. Oh, where's my tribal chief? But he said, but don't worry, I'm here now. He said, I'm here now. And it really, I really did, wrote like half his promo. So, I really just wrote what everything he just said. Like, that was, I just thought about that. I'm like, I'm really reading his promo right now. He said, he mentioned something about being on a private island with his wife running around naked, some other stupid stuff that we didn't care about. So he said, so tiny little no-name town acknowledged me. but he started talking about how, from his understanding, not everybody had a great week last week like he did. He he called Brock Lesnar a dumb a word because I have to say a word because YouTube is kind of funny with the cussing. So when you are a modernized YouTuber, you gotta watch that type of stuff. But um, yeah, he basically called him a dumb a word and said that he went and got himself fined $1 million and he got himself suspended. But he tried to take partial credit for that, said because he got that pool around here, he could get stuff happening. Um, and then he turned his attention towards his cousins for losing a match last week. He basically forced Paul Heyman to say what happened last week, and Paul Heyman, like comically, Paul Heyman thought he was talking about his interview with Kayla, and he wasn't talking about that. He was talking about with the Usos, and you can see Jimmy and them in the background looking at Paul like, don't say nothing, man. Do Paul make up a story or something? But Paul, scared of Roman, told the truth that Jay Usos lost to the Jay and Jimmy lost to the New Day, and basically he was like, "How you gonna make it up?" And he said he's gonna kick that crown right off King Wood's head. Out brings the New Day and New Day music, and I mentioned New Day music because of how they ended this segment. Basically, King Woods with Kofi came out and they basically made fun. Kofi saying, "Lend me your ears, so y'all can hear the Creed." He did it again because, as we know, Austin Creed, aka King Woods. He said, King Woods started making fun of Roman by saying how can he be and running everything if the king is the one that's supposed to be the head of the table, supposed to have all the say so, all this and that and that. And it basically made fun of him and his little gimmick and how he said he's the tribal chief on an island so lonely and stuff like that. And that since they was looking for a fight, they challenged Kingswood challenged Jimmy to a match where since Roman Reigns was talking about acknowledging him, if Jimmy lose, he has to bend the knee to King Woods, and if King Woods lose, he has to bend the knee and acknowledge Roman Reigns. And Roman accepts the match on Jimmy's behalf. And then the Usos, the New Day clowned around again, but they hit King Woods as revealing his new music. King Woods got his own, so I guess like the New Day music is only when, excuse me, it's early morning. I guess King Woods got hit when he's not coming out with Kofi in the tag team match. They don't play the New Day music. Now they play he got like a whole new music now. So I'm assuming, it's safe to assume they're going to do that with Zelina Vega. We get the first match of the night, which was I want to say before I move on, this is like kind of one of new music because the Hit Row's music is kind of different, but it's the same music. But we get into that later. The first match was Naomi versus Shayna Baszler. Really is early morning. They did like a backstage interview with Sonya, and she explained that she tried to say that she don't have a problem with Naomi, is that she points out how Naomi got a fire under her. She's passionate. She's this and that and that. She says, "When was the last time you heard Naomi talk like this and act like this?" She said, "That's what I'm doing. I'm trying to bring out the best in Naomi." And then they go to the match. It was a okay match. Naomi did turn up, like that actually. they actually did something like they actually gave her a couple of new moves. She actually got a more of a wrestler move set now, or kind of like leaning towards like kind of trying to give her more art, more of a wrestling style instead of a gimmicky wrestling style. She Naomi did get the win where Shayna did try to put in the careful the clutch, but Naomi was able to get to the ropes and reverse the careful clutch into a roll up pin. But Sonya came out and basically reversed the decision, saying that because Naomi got to the ropes and and therefore that was considered a rope break. But since Shayna didn't release the hold, which led to her reversing it into the pin doesn't count. I guess she tried to say because had the rope break happen, we might have a different outcome. So therefore, she restarted the match, and right after the restart of the match, Shayna put Naomi in the careful the clutch. I think Naomi like passed out, and therefore Shayna Baszler is the winner. They have hinted at a future match between Sonya and Naomi. I think I forgot in that interview with Sonya. Sonya said that if basically like if Naomi impresses her or does what she needs to do, maybe one day she will challenge Naomi to a one-on-one match. And then she said maybe. Moving on, we got let's see, we got the Chauncey Blackheart promo from talking about what happened last week. She was asked to start the promo. She was asked about last week and about why would she do what she did and about what led to it. And she said she just says I had enough. She said I just finally had enough. I'm trying to say. She said, and she finally had enough. She said ever since she came to SmackDown, she said she has lost title opportunities. She lost her tag partner. She lost the support of the WWE Universe, and most importantly, she lost the most important match of her entire career thanks to Sasha Banks. She said I'm not just gonna smile and pretend like everything is okay. She said Sasha's patronizing attitude. I was trying to see what that part was, but yeah, she said Sasha's patronizing attitude was the straw that broke the camel's back for her. That was the last straw for her, and that Sasha is not her target, and she's going to run over Sasha and everyone who gets in her way, and she doesn't need a tank to do it. So apparently, they really are trying to turn her. They really are turning her heel. So I guess in the context of the story, she really did turn heel, which I don't get in itself. Like, why was she? Okay, I don't, because Sasha was a heel. If anything, this was just an edgier, more aggressive tone, but whatever. Like you keep tinkering with people. This is the problem here. You release people, you keep tinkering with people, and then you release them when it doesn't work, and you're the reason why it's not working. Like, come on, you didn't. I'm getting again. I got upset because they tinkering with Sansi. Because you could tell when she said she doesn't need a tank to do it. She's going now. When she comes out of wrestling, she's not going to have the tank and stuff. You don't need to take away what makes the character great. Just let them be them and actually push them and give them opportunities. You can't just send them out there and just expect. You got to put them in the right angle. The crowd will get behind them. We was behind Karrion Kross and Keith Lee. Keith Lee, you didn't need to change Keith Lee. You changed too much. You should have just let Keith Lee come up with his original NXT thing and be okay. Karrion Kross, all you needed was scarred by him and cap him the way he was in NXT. He would have been okay. Why dumb them down for the main roster? Why? Hit Row didn't even need to be changed. You didn't need to release B-Fab. I'm rambling, sorry. Yeah, but apparently Sansi is gonna Sansi is gonna get a new character change, I guess. The second match was Angel Garza and Roberto Carrillo as the new Los Lotharios. I almost forgot how to say that, but Los Lotharios is not what they call each other. Versus Mansoor and Cesaro. This match was a good match. Obviously, Cesaro and Mansoor here was meant to job to Los Lotharios. I'm glad to see that they actually are doing something with this match, even though I hate to see Cesaro job, because with the way they release the people, that is in the next wave, possibly Cesaro could be a part of that. Because they at this point you keep doing stuff like that and you release them because you're not using them because you won't use them properly. But yeah, obviously Cesaro and Mansoor was meant to job. This was meant to push Roberto Carrillo and Angel Garza as a tag team, but they was impressive in this match. I can't say I didn't like it. I liked the match and it was good. It was good. And like I said, your winners was Los Lotharios. We would get another match with Drew McIntyre. He came out to do an open challenge, and this time Ricochet answered the challenge. And basically came out talk trash, saying that Drew was playing with fire, and that he eventually somebody was gonna come out like him and slap him right in the face and beat him. I think before that though, Drew was just saying he welcomed the crowd and said that he's here for his the Warriors Open Challenge, I think he called it, and that he said, well, that's enough talk that we did enough talking, let's Claymore and let's get this match started, and that's what Ricochet came out. But yeah, Ricochet will get in the ring and slap Drew, and thus starting the match. And this was a good match. I love Drew McIntyre and Ricochet in this because Ricochet he's an excellent seller. So even the one thing I like about, even when he lose, I love watching him sell moves because he sells moves terrifically, and he makes the match infinitely better, especially working with a stronger, bigger opponent like Drew McIntyre. He did have some offense. He did get some offense on Drew, but in the end, Drew McIntyre was too much. And Ricochet went for a top rope move and was hit with a Claymore while he was upside down in the air. And I was just like, the timing and how they must have to practice that moment was awesome, because that looked awesome. But yeah, Drew McIntyre is your winner of that match. We would get a happy talk promo where Riddick Moss and Baron Corbin. Like I said, I'm not calling them that because their names are stupid. Baron Corbin basically was talking trash and introduced the Viking Raiders. Viking Raiders said they're not here to be on happy talk because they want to be happy or whatever. They're here to raid. They want to raid Happy Talk. And Riddick Moss and Baron Corbin basically trash talked them with Riddick making a joke about Vikings, which caused the Viking Raiders to go into a fit of rage and destroy the set, and basically, wanted to fight them, which led to the match being made during the commercial break, which is the Viking Raiders versus Baron Corbin and Riddick Moss. This match was actually decent. I actually enjoyed the match portion of it, not the promo, but I enjoyed the match portion of it, and it was cool. It was cool. I can't lie. It was a fresh matchup. It wasn't Shinsuke Nakamura versus Rick Boogs versus Baron Corbin for the 100th time. But it was good. The Viking Raiders were winning via countout when with Baron Corbin and Riddick Moss decided not to get back in the ring. We would get a Hit Road / Sami Zayn promo. This is where you heard Hit Road. I think Sami Zayn has been throughout the night. He's been going around talking to people. They finally saw Aaliyah on TV for the first time. on SmackDown, and she was backstage talking with Jeff Hardy. And then you see her getting talked to by Sami Zayn, who's trying to tell her that he says he's the locker room leader, and people really come to him for advice, which they don't. He gave her advice about how to stand out and make an impression. He said one suit pants or something like that, and they just like, what? But yeah, this will lead to him talking with Hit Row later on in the night, where he basically trying to mentor them and tell them that they got talent and they got everything they need to stand out. It's just they just need to learn how to do a proper intro when they come out to the ring. And he said he would gladly show them how to do it, and this will lead to him coming out to his music, dancing, making himself look like a fool, and basically introducing Hit Row, where we see that because of the release of B-Fab, they don't got the Hit Row of the song. Now they just go Hit Row. I'm like, just when I thought the promo was about to get good, why did you mess with the song? Why? It didn't need. Oh my God! I just said, this is it's hard. It's hard being a WWE fan, but yeah, Hit Row would at least make me smile by how they just basically trash talk Sami Zayn and told him they wouldn't take advice from him, let him manage him at all, and yeah, they would salvage some of that promo, but just hearing a song just being changed like that just. Don't make me feel joyous. But we get to the main event of King Woods versus Jimmy Uso. This was a very competitive match, especially what was on the line. There was a promo before the match where Jimmy and Jay was getting psyched up for the match, and Jimmy asked Roman when he's coming to the ring, and Roman was like, "How many times do I got to clean up the messes and mistakes that you made?" And Jimmy just looked at Roman and was just like, and just walked away. And Roman, you see Paul Heyman back there, and where they hang up like they coach stuff at holding the title, just like, don't hit me. But yeah, the match was good. We get to hear King Woods' new theme music again, which is cool. The match was good, and so it had very many near falls. What was on the line, it was suspenseful. I kind of predicted what they was gonna do. I knew they was gonna, just for the sake of it, they was gonna fake out the crowd and TV viewers by giving you what you wanted, but then taking it away from you right at the moment when you was about to get it. Where in the end, Jay trying to cheat and help his brother win the match, but the referee called it. Thanks to Kofi distracted the referee, which allowed the referee to turn around and see it. This will cause the distraction will allow King Woods to get the roll up on Jimmy. I think Woods might have had the tights. It looked like he did. I couldn't tell really. I thought. But it looked like he did have the tights, and they would get the pinfall. And Jimmy would have to now bend the knee. And as Jimmy, like, doing like, man, I don't want to do this. I don't want to embarrass the family. Like, slowly inching his way to bend the knee. Roman would come out and attack the Usos. Attack the King Woods and Kofi. So I'm guessing, I think he did. I would say, now that I think about what he was saying in that attack, it seemed like Woods did hold the tights to cheat, because he was saying, you think you could cheat the bloodline? He's like, no, you think you the king right now? I'm about to show you the real king. And they proceed to beat up Kofi and King Woods. King Woods did try to get some offense in, and he on Roman, but Roman would dominate and I think he hit the spear on both Woods and Kofi, but he would force King Woods to watch as they dismantled Kofi. It looked like basically they went for his leg, like super kicking him in his leg and then doing the far splash on it. and making him watch it suffer and making him watch as Roman Reigns spear. So it looked like they tried to take Kofi out so now they have a reason to keep playing his new theme music. But overall, it was a good segment. But yeah, if I were to give this episode of SmackDown anything, I would give it I give it an 8 big ups just because it still was a decent show. It was good to see Roman back on the show. It was way better than last week's episode, but I'm kind of like, I kind of couldn't really get into it because I know they just released a whole bunch of people, and you saw it here with Hit Row as one of them. It sucks that they basically could have used these people the right way, but I think the only other thing besides the little Debbie down there then releasing people was the thing I didn't like about the episode was the Hit Row edited music. I hate the Happy Talk promo. I don't hate it. I just didn't severely dislike it because it was just useless. But everything else was cool. I don't dislike Santi Blackheart's promo. I just question the need to make her heel for some reason. Like, I don't understand that, but maybe you do. Let me know in the comments down below if you understood why they need to make her heel, or if you like the fact that they make her heel, or if you like or dislike SmackDown. Let me know in the comments down below why, and if you liked it, why, or you didn't like it, why. But that's all I got. If you enjoyed this video, then hit that button right there in the upper right corner for all of my reviews. And if you enjoyed the video so much that you want to support the channel, then or WWE reviews, I should say. If you want to like all my WWE reviews, hit that button up there. But if you like the video so much because you want to support the channel, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, become part of the tribe, and turn those notification buttons all the way on. Do it right now. Hit it. Thank you. And as always, hit any one of these videos for more of my amazing content. Service announcement though, going on a little mini vacay. So I might be like sporadically uploading videos. You might get like a couple of reviews here and there, a couple of gameplays here and there, but that's because I'm just on a little mini vacay, recharging the brain fuel and the content creating fuel. But also doing this little breakage and sporadic videos uploads, you will get to see. I will be upgrading my equipment for YouTube because I really invested into this YouTube stuff. So you'll see me when I get back into the full swing. Like the first video I'll probably do to get back into the full swing of uploading videos again will probably be an unboxing of my new equipment. But stay tuned for that. Like I said, you probably won't see too many review videos. Like you probably see a couple of movie reviews this week. Not many TV shows. You will see me do one for Supergirl. The series finale. But other than that, yeah, stay tuned. I will be back in the full swing in a little bit. Sometimes you just gotta take a break. Peace.